The first thing that shattered that morning was the vase, but the second thing, far more fragile, was Rayden Holt's hope. The sunlight of early day spilled through the thin curtains of his tiny workshop air. The porcelain hit the floor, exploding in a burst of white dust and sharp fragments. For a split second he froze, staring down at the broken pieces like they were the last remnants of a life he once had. Rayden had fixed 1,000 things, from antique clocks to engines others had given up on. Yet he could not repair the one truth that chased him every day, that he was a single father hanging by a thread, fighting a world that seemed determined to swallow him whole. But something else broke that day too. The distance between his quiet struggle and an opportunity he never saw coming. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and stories where life changes in a single moment, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness Spark. Your support helps this family-friendly channel grow and reach more hearts. As the morning air settled, Rayden exhaled and glanced at the small figure sitting on the worn couch a few feet away. His daughter, Mia, with her sunlit chestnut hair and wide hazel eyes, hugged her backpack, pretending not to worry even though she always did. At 10 years old, she was old enough to understand that life wasn't always soft, and even though she never said it, she feared the days her father came home exhausted, with grease on his hands and defeat in his eyes. Today was one of those days already, and the sun wasn't even high yet. Rayden picked up the shards quietly, brushing off the dust, trying to hide the tremble in his tired hands. He reminded himself that no matter how tight money was, no matter how uncertain his next job might be, Mia deserved a father who kept trying. The workshop was once his pride, inherited from a man who had believed in second chances. His grandfather, a repairman known for making broken things new again. But after years of financial strain, hovering bills, and a deal that went wrong with a corporate supplier, the once thriving space was now fading under the weight of debts. Rayden still opened its doors every morning because he believed in what he did and because Mia depended on it. He dusted his hands on his jeans, checked the clock, and prepared to drop her at school before heading across town for a job he desperately needed: a temporary contract to repair vintage mechanisms for Eldora Innovations, a powerful design corporation run by a CEO known for perfection and impossible standards. When he arrived at the sleek glass building of Eldora Innovations, it felt like stepping into another universe. Everything glowed with daytime brightness reflecting off polished floors. It was a world built on ambition and sharp decisions, a world where a man like him, worn boots, old truck, faded jacket, seemed out of place. But Rayden kept his shoulders straight. He was here for Mia. He signed in, lifted his toolbox, and walked through the tall halls decorated with minimalist art and innovation awards. The deeper he went, the more he realized how enormous and intimidating the company truly was. In a sunlit corner office on the 15th floor stood the one woman everyone spoke of with awe and fear, CEO Rhiannon Vale. Known for her flawless reputation, unshakable standards, and ability to fire an entire department. Before she finished her morning coffee, Rhiannon had built her empire with relentless precision. Yet as Rayden stepped into her office, he saw something others didn't often mention: her silence. She studied him for a moment, tall in her tailored white blazer, her sleek dark hair tied in a clean knot. Her eyes sharp yet strangely distant, like she had learned to protect something inside herself long ago. She motioned to a small mechanical sculpture behind her desk, a daytime-lit ornate piece shaped like a blooming metal flower. It had gears that were meant to unfold the petals when wooed properly, but the mechanism was stuck. She spoke with a mixture of sarcasm and challenge, telling him she doubted anyone could restore something that delicate. Then she laughed lightly and said the words that would later replay in his mind again and again: "Repair it, and I'll be yours." She didn't mean it romantically, not yet. It was mockery wrapped in confidence. A test. A dare, a line thrown casually, as though she expected him to fail. But Rayden had spent a lifetime repairing things that others declared impossible. He set his toolbox down and approached the sculpture with a calm he had taught himself through years of pressure. He studied the gears, the cracks, the worn joints. He saw its history. He saw the places where care had once been before time and neglect dimmed its beauty. As the midday sun warmed the room, Rayden quietly worked, his fingers moving like they were guided by instinct. And as time stretched on, Rhiannon watched with increasing disbelief. When he finally turned the handle, the metal petals unfolded smoothly, glittering in the light. Rhiannon went silent, not the cold silence she was known for, but a stunned, humbled silence. It was the first time anyone in the company had seen her at a loss for words. From that moment, things began to shift unexpectedly. Rayden became a regular presence at Eldora Innovation. He restored old pieces, designed new mechanisms, and introduced creative solutions no one else could see. Employees who once dismissed him as the single dad handyman started noticing his talent. And Rhiannon, despite her attempts to stay distant, found herself drawn to the quiet brilliance in the man who didn't flinch under pressure or shrink beneath her standards. Rayden, however, kept his distance emotionally. He had a daughter to raise, a shop to save, and a heart that had been scarred by abandonment. He never allowed himself to misinterpret kindness or attention, especially from someone powerful. Still, every encounter with Rhiannon deepened an unspoken understanding between them. She began stepping into the workshop on her lunch breaks, sunlight catching her polished shoes as she stood among dusty shelves and old machinery. While Rayden repaired devices, she observed him with growing curiosity. She learned that he didn't chase success for himself, he chased stability for Mia. She learned that he had walked away from lucrative offers before because they required him to sacrifice his time with his daughter. And she learned that he had dreams secret, unspoken dreams of turning his workshop into a place where young people could learn craftsmanship and find purpose. In return, Rayden saw pieces of Rhiannon she rarely showed the world. He saw the loneliness in her poised posture. He saw the pressure etched in her graceful expression. He saw the vulnerability of a woman who had built an empire only to realize she might have lost her own heart along the way. The changes were slow but real. The daytime visits turned into longer discussions.